You are the God who was, who is, and is to come. And in you I trust. My life is in your hands, Jesus. You are the miracle working God. And you are Yahweh. You are Yahweh. You are Yahweh. You are Yahweh. You are Alpha and Omega. We reverence you, Lord.
So welcome to iChurch. My name is Johannes, and iChurch is powered by Power Chapel Bethel Arena. I want to take this opportunity to thank the team that makes this happen, the media team. You are superb. Thank you so much. And I want to thank my spiritual father, Prophet Victor Kusi-Boateng, for what he's done for me, teaching me, now allowing God to use him to show me the best way to serve God. Papa, I'm very grateful. I just want to take the opportunity to thank my lovely wife and my kids. And you, a friend, a brother, a daughter, or a son, thank you so much for taking the time to listen to me. You know, we started this whole episode, we talked about how to let things happen, right? Or how to get things to go your way. We called it the dimension of the citizens of above. So if you're a citizen from above, there's a dimension you live in, or you live from. So, and I mentioned to you that dimension, you have to superimpose what you have from above on what is beneath. So you have an issue. If you allow the thing the way you see it now, if you allow it, it's going to destroy you or it's going to defeat you. You don't have to allow that for you to work against you. You have to superimpose where you're from. Like Jesus said, I'm from above and you are from beneath. So brother and sister, that's what we started talking about. And we also mentioned that God, if he's going to do anything, can do something for you, he will surely do it through you. The amount of faith you have is what God will use to do it. So now the responsibility moves away from God. He says, so if I'm sick, I know it's God who is treating me that way for me to be sick so that he can educate me well. Then the doctor who is treating you is Satan then. If you are sick and doctor is treating you, he's fighting against God. You see, it's not so. The thing is that you have met a challenge and God made you in his own image and likeness. You have to know how God handled things. And God came into this world. This world, he became a man and they called him Jesus. You know, Jesus always said he was from above. He never said it from beneath. So he used those principles to deal with issues. So brother, sister, friend, listen, God cannot do much. What he can do is based so much on your level of faith you have. So we mentioned that. And then we said that this whole faith stuff, how do we go about it in the previous episode? I will ask you to do me a favor. Can you subscribe to this? We want to get 50 subscribers. That's what target we have for this month. And if you can help so that we can get 50 subscribers, who would you believe? You'll be very happy. Thank you. So we mentioned that for you to superimpose what you have from above, you have to have a very clear vision. You have to your vision should be what we call a clear-cut objective. For instance, if you are dealing with a marriage challenges, marriage, the man is not coming home, you don't have to say, oh God, please bless, help us. When you pray like that, you might think God is not helping you. I said, you have to look at the issue. How do you see your partner? Is your partner, do you see him to be an evil, or you see him to be good? But the way you are seeing the person is fueling what you've always going through. Are you here with me? So have a clear-cut vision. Understand, clear-cut, not objective. All right, you have to be clear, very clear. If you wanted to work for a particular company, let's say Shell or wherever you want to work with, you have to have a very clear vision. You say, but I've been praying that God will let it happen. It's true, but I'm just trying to tell you, that this is what I want to do. I want to be a chemical engineer or petroleum engineer in Shell. And you need to know what they do there. If you don't have those qualities, then you have to start training yourself so that when you get there, you're able to produce results. Because surely you'll get there. So you have to have a clear-cut vision. You have to be clear. If you want to start a ministry, if you want to get a husband, let me talk to you about husband. Most people think that, God, please bring me my husband. No, bring me my wife. You have to know who you really want to live with. Do you want to live with a short person or a tall person? Do you want to live with a talkative or a quiet person? Who do you want to live with? Who makes you? Because it's not really that I love you that makes you enter into a relationship or a marriage. You have to have a clear vision of who you want to live with. You have to write it down, spell it out. You want a tall, dark, fair. What do you want? Make it very clear. But when you make it clear, then it drives you for you to superimpose what you have from your citizen. You put it there, and you see things happening. So you have to have a clear vision that we mentioned. Another thing that I want you to look at is after you have created a vision, you have to have a strong desire. Jesus says something in Matthew that whatsoever you desire when you pray. So it means that it's not just pray. You have to desire. So I talked to you about faith. Then I mentioned to you that you have to have a clear-cut vision. What do you really want to do? What is it that you want to handle? And after you've done that, look, do you really have a strong desire? Is your desire really burning enough for what you want to get? And I said, Jesus said that when whatsoever you desire, when you pray. So it means that when you desire, you pray. If you pray without desire, it will not work. And you cannot desire if you don't have a clear-cut vision, objective of what you want to have. And if you don't have that, because you don't even know what you want to bring down, you think that just shouting, God will help you out. No. So have a desire. Have a desire. Let me give an example. I personally wanted to have an international exposure. So I wrote down, I remember I was sitting right after my national service. When we finished, we were not employed. So I remember I went to this place, a park, and then it's a park or recreational center. I went to sit there, and then I picked a book. And I remember there was a song that was being played from one of these reggae guys. I remember very well. And I picked my notes and a pen. I actually didn't know what I was doing. And I wrote down what I actually going to become. I remember I wrote down that I was going to be an entrepreneur. And I wrote down that I would travel to some countries. I said to myself, I was going to Let's mention some countries to you. I knew I was going to go to Asia. I knew I was going to go to the Americans. I knew I was going to go to Europe. So I had all those countries mentioned. I wrote them down. And I also knew that I'll do things for God. So being an entrepreneur, doing all this, travel to all these places, and then do something for God. I wrote them down. I think about 5 or 10 years down the line, I challenged myself under that note. I remember then I was working for a telecom company, but I was gaining ground so that I can be an entrepreneur. I will know what to do if I start my own thing. How do you organize sales? How do you organize things? So I started learning from those big companies. I worked for them. Then burning desire. Then was at this time, that's why it's so good to speak in tongues, right? I don't want to change the topic. When you speak in tongues, it causes your burning desire to come when you are not even aware. So I think 2009, 2010, there was so much desire for me to travel. So then I have to go and study out. Then the school I chose had an international exposure. You're not going to be in one city. So I intentionally did that. Why? Because there should be a burning desire of what I really wanted to become. So you trying to get, do you really want to marry? Or you think because somebody just did a wedding, you attended a wedding, so you feel like you are delaying. No, don't use that. You don't have a burning desire. Maybe it's not yet time. So don't let that trouble you. Are you here with me? So that burning desire, very important. Very important. After you have a clear-cut vision or objective, you have to have a burning desire of what you become. It doesn't mean it's going to happen immediately. It doesn't mean it's going to happen then next week or next month or next year. But you have to prepare towards it. That this is what is going to happen. Our current sitting president, the Ghana president, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. I remember very well when one day they gave an interview. He granted an interview and he said that he always mentioned that he was going to be a president. And I think he's one of the men that has actually fought to become a president. Several times he didn't win the election. Several times. I remember the 2008 or 2009 war. Oh, that was 2008. Oh, that was something else. But the man lost. But he didn't give up. He had a burning desire, So you have to have a desire. Don't let anything go. Have a desire. The reason why you are choosing white should be part of your desire. The reason why you are choosing blue should be part of your desire. So now I'm talking to you about a burning desire. Jesus said that whatsoever you desire when you pray. It means that you just don't pray. You desire before you pray. Right? You desire before you pray. That's how you do. And thank you so much for listening to it. Let something burn. Have a burning desire. In the desire of your heart. We're going to talk about the next episode. And I'm sure that you will join us. Thank you. And my name is Johannes. This is iChurch powered by Power Chapel Bethel Arena. Thank you. Thank you. Don't forget to have a burning desire. Don't forget to write the things you want to be. Don't forget them. And also don't forget to subscribe and share our message with others to us. Thank you. And just know I love you. All the best. Bye.